Hey, how you doing out there in YouTube land? Coming back at you from the Wild Wild West. The Stiletto. Today I have another unboxing. Another item I got on eBay. From another seller on eBay. Let's see what we got here. Got my American Lawman. I never did get to show you the finished product of the other American Lawman that I did. But I just wanted to show you this one real quick. This is my personal one, not the one I sent to Udo. But I did Udo's pretty much the same way I did mine. So you get a good idea with the spine, polished spine, and aluminum back spacer all polished. Internals polished and tuned up, just like I did on the other one. I took the paint off of the finish, Teflon finish off of this one, just like I did the other one with a pocket knife. And it was totally assembled. I take all the paint off on the blade tang everywhere. I don't leave any paint on this blade at all. Now on the blade tang where the pivot area it is, I take that off too. You don't have to leave that on. It fits perfectly without it. The only paint I leave on is on the back spacer on the sides. I don't mess with the back spacer paint on the sides. When I totally take this apart, I just polish the outside part, the part that's visible, and the inside part that's visible. The inside of the lock bar, I don't polish that. I mean, I don't sand it, but I do polish it a little bit just to deburr it, just with the with my little polishing kit. Anyway, that's how I do that one. Okay, did we open this yet? Oh, we got sidetracked, didn't we? Okay, here we go. Unboxing. Put this out the way. American Lawman, my favorite EDC. Oh, I got a little gift in this one. Alright. A little 5-function multi-tool. Pretty cool. I like getting gifts. How does it work here? Opens up like that. Sweet. A little set of pliers and wire cutters. That is pretty cool. Doesn't look like anything that's high end or anything like that. But if you're in a pinch, that's okay. I'm going to put this in my motorcycle bike bag. Very cool. I like that. Okay, here's the Tanto Mini Recon. Got on eBay. It's supposed to be in new condition. Cut that carefully. I don't want to cut the box. They taped it closed. Oh good, it's got the clip. Doesn't look like it was carried. Oh yeah, it's good to go. Somebody owned it and never used it. The edge looks good, no rolls or anything. Nice and tight fit. Lock bar's good to go. That's a good one. I'm glad I got it. I got this one to finish up this set. Done collecting there you go. Complete set. My Recon ones. Okay, for those of you that don't know the specs on the Recon ones, let's go through the specs real quick. I know most of you know the specs. This comes from the Lynn Thompson's knife catalog, Special Projects knife catalog, number 45, 2014. Extra large Recon 1, 5.5 inch blade, weight 8 ounces. Let's see what mine weighs. Always like to weigh them out. Mine says 8.3 ounces. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? 8.3 ounces. This one says it's supposed to weigh 8 ounces. So mine weighs a little bit more than what this one advertises. Mine weighs 8.3. Let's open it up so you guys can look at them open. 8.3 ounces. The blade thickness is 4 millimeters. Actually, it's 3.8 millimeters. The handle length is 6 3/4 of an inch. Overall length is 12 1/4 inches. The blade steel is AUS 8A, Japanese AUS 8A, Oz 8A steel, stainless steel. Cold Steel's proprietary steel. The handle is American G10, my favorite handle scale material. These models don't have any liners, just thick G10 scales. Adds to their weightness. Okay, the next one up, 4-inch blade. That's the large version, 4-inch blade. It has weight of 5.3 ounces. Mine says 5.3 on the dot. That one's right. 5.3 ounces. The handle length is 5 3/8 of an inch. Overall length is 9 3/8 of an inch. The thickness is 3.5 millimeters. That's correct. I've checked these before with my thickness gauge, and it is what they claim. Again, this has Oz 8A stainless steel. It's called Japanese stainless steel. And the handle is G10, American G10, thick American G10 with no liners. These knives are awesome. I love the Cold Steel Recons. And these have hollow ground blades. These are Tanto blades with Tanto style blades, American Tanto, Lynn Thompson's American Tanto, and they're hollow ground, and the tips are chisel pointed, chisel ground, and they have grinds on both sides. Okay, now the newest edition. Mini Recon, 3-inch blade. Weight is 3.6 ounces. Let's check that out. 3.6 ounces, or as it says, 3.5. Mine says 3.5 ounces. 3.5 ounces. Close enough. The thickness is 3.5 millimeter. These are 3.5 millimeter. I have another one with a clip blade, and it is 3.5 millimeter. I checked it out. Handle length is 4 1/8. Overall, it's 7 1/8. Again, American G10 scales, and the blade is Oz 8A, Japanese Oz 8A. Now that we got that out the way, let's talk about this knife a little bit. I really like these little Cold Steel Mini Recons. I think this is one of my favorite small knives. And the reason why I say that is because the handle fits my hand very nicely. Usually I don't like small knives because the way that the handle fits my hand, it's not comfortable. These are very comfortable. The thickness of the blade is just right, and as you can see, it fits into my hand really nicely. It puts my fingers in a good position for a small cutting task. The blades are nice and thick. They're 3.5 millimeter as opposed to 2.5 or 3 millimeter. They're thicker. Very sturdy built, and the G10 scales are real thick. They're not thin G10 scales. So this is a very durable and tough little knife, I feel. I feel it's a good backup knife for a larger knife or a firearm or whatever you may want to carry as your personal defense weapon, concealed weapon. Very nice. And these, when they come in clip blades and the spear point blade, I think they're also good for like hunting knives too. because the shape of the blade, the shape of the clip blade allows you to be able to use this knife for like a skinning knife, or cleaning or field dressing animals. When they're in this form, the Tanto edge I think of more as like a defensive knife. Even though this knife is real small, this could be a self-defense knife also. These are my favorites. That's my little buddy there. What you doing, little bears? Yes, my buddy. Yes. He's my other little buddy. I'll let you guys see little bears. This is little bears. Say hi to everybody, little bear. Yes, my buddy. As many of you know, my buddy Bubba passed away, but still got little bears. And my other little buddy Houston. Alright, down, little bears. Okay, people. These are my favorites. Favorites for out the Recon ones. I like the Tanto edges the best. Even though the clip blades are really good for utility knives and everything else, my favorite out the Recon ones are the Tantos. And now I have all three, so I'm through collecting these. Alright. Peace out.